Key members of Congress, including some Republicans, are calling the president's press conference bizarre and shameful. Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi joins us with more reaction. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Lauren. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are furious the president would not confirm the findings of U.S. intelligence that Russia meddled in the 2016 presidential election. The president's explosive comments come after American prosecutors charged 12 Russian intelligence agents with hacking the Democratic National Committee and Hillary Clinton's campaign. Democrats are blasting the president as he shares the stage with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
His behavior is so inexplicable and so against the interests of the United States, so against what all of his advisors would tell him, that Americans are scratching their head and saying, if that's not the explanation, that Putin has something on it, what is it? What the heck could it be?
But the criticism is also coming from President Trump's own party.
I just felt like the president's comments made us look as a nation more like a pushover, and I was disappointed in that.
In a statement, Speaker Paul Ryan says the president must appreciate that Russia is not our ally. There is no moral equivalence between the United States and Russia, which remains hostile to our most basic values and ideals. The United States must be focused on holding Russia accountable and putting an end to its vile attacks on democracy. Democratic leaders opposed the Trump-Putin private meeting, but failed to stop it.
There should be no one-on-one meeting between this president and Mr. Putin. There needs to be other Americans in the room.
The top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee worried that Putin would take advantage of the president.
I've been concerned for some time that the president's ad hoc style of going into meetings and winging it isn't appropriate, particularly when you're dealing with someone like Vladimir Putin, who's been on the world stage for 20 years, former KGB agent.
Former CIA Director John Brennan went so far as to claim President Trump's press conference rises to the level of high crimes and misdemeanors. And Senator John McCain called it one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president in memory. Lauren?
At the center of this controversy is Russian meddling in the U.S. election. So, what is the government doing to protect the upcoming midterm election?
The Homeland Security Secretary says the department will help state and local leaders prepare for cyber attacks. Kirsten Nielsen warns that Russia is using social media to create divisions among Americans.
Capitol Hill correspondent Jason Calvi. Thank you, Jason.